Welcome back, everybody. We are about to dive into our Fabled boss battle, where four very, very brave adventurers will be taking on a foe known to them only as the Rhyme Slime. And as always, before they engage in this deadly melee, we will introduce them, get to know them a little bit, and by this point I imagine you already do know them, but without further ado. The first up we have here, adventuring the bunny folk of DnDTime, we have Lil Booper. Welcome, Lil Booper.
I'm Lil Booper. I'm going boop boop.
Can booping be aggressive as well? I actually didn't know that about booping.
Well, I booped a zombie with my feet once.
Oh, how did the zombie like that?
Well, he fell down
Oh.
into a crevasse. He didn't really live.
So I think you have answered my question. And Lil Booper, are you nervous at all? Do you have any like special tricks that you have up your sleeve that you haven't gotten to show off yet?
Actually, I do. It's been a while, but yeah, it's something I learned from college. It wasn't something that Chad taught me, or Chad.
Well, I look forward to seeing it. I don't want to spoil it here. I want to see it in the thick of battle, hopefully, if the situation calls for it. Welcome, Lil Booper.
Welcome, Pete.
Well, you.
Wait, you were already here. You know what I mean.
And wait, Booper, I was waiting for something very important.
Yes, I'm waiting for you to bend down.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll bend down so you can...
I shouldn't need to ask for this, Pete.
This small rabbit folk has booped me upon the nose. Very good. Let us continue on. Next we have Othgarurt Charirgix. Welcome, Othgarurt.
Hello.
Othgarurt, how are you feeling going into this encounter?
Nervous and confused.
That is, I suppose, a fair response. But Othgarurt, we've seen a great deal, I think, of personal growth, not just in abilities, but in terms of your mentality and the way you sort of approach the world in adventuring over the course of your time here.
I have tried my best to learn from those willing to teach here.
Indeed.
It has been interesting seeing many greater adventurers than I in their struggles.
He's really good at making friends.
Indeed. And Othgarurt, of course, it seems like as of recently you've obtained a personal mastery over your rage that wasn't quite there when you first started, but each day you seem to wield more control over it.
I'm not sure that I am quite the master of it yet, but
indeed,
I believe I can point it in the right direction now.
And that will be a tool that you will need to use today. Othgarurt, how is your weapon? I believe it was made of bone, yes?
Yes. It is doing quite well, though I believe I shall soon have to have my boss imbue it with further magic to secure its stability.
Indeed. Freshly sharpened for the fight?
Yes.
Very good.
I would have brought my boots, but they were missing a few days ago, and I only have found leaves since then.
Only found leaves?
Yes. I think someone may have come into my room and taken my boots.
Well, I'm very sorry that you've lost your boots, Othgarurt. But I imagine with the large reward after this, it won't be difficult for you to buy new ones.
Hopefully.
Indeed. Welcome, Othgarurt.
Thank you.
And next we have Anadoltia. Anadoltia Bluebeads. How are you, yes. Anadoltia?
I am fine. It's been quite a while since I've been here.
Indeed, it has actually been quite some time. Have you been getting along well with your new mount?
Yes, me and Holly's been training quite hard lately because my patron, Confectia, has sent me a message saying that my time for proving myself will be coming, so I take it this may be the day.
Yes, the hour may be at hand. And yes. I have a question. You, of course, have a much different sort of body than most people. Does your more material nature threaten you, knowing that you're up against a deadly ooze known to dissolve things? Or do you think that will be an advantage, even? Who could say?
Actually, I do believe I may be in danger, but hopefully with Molly's help right here, she'll guide me through.
I hope that she does. I hope only for your greatest success.
Thank you.
And last but not least, Elysia Silverblood. Elysia, how do you fare?
I'm faring quite well, Pete.
Good. What preparations have you made? Do you feel like you're ready? I imagine your father has told you a little bit about his own boss battle and how he kind of survived through that.
Yes, I've never faced off against these slimes. I would be lying to say I wasn't nervous, but between you and me, I have a plan.
Really? Is it something that you can share now, or is this something that will be unveiled at an appropriate moment?
Mostly it's just staying behind Othgarurt. I have some magic to help him, but this seems to be my best tactic.
Well, I'm intrigued and excited to see what you're able to pull out, as this will be quite a test. So, without further ado, let us begin. Where you find yourself as this battle commences is unpleasant to say the least. You are wandering in the sewers deep beneath Central City.
God, this smells like my brother.
It smells like your brother for
Know
sure.
this place again.
Yes, you've been here before. Although you're not in sort of the part of the sewer that you were at last time, and it's also, Anadoltia, a lot less populated. And the reason that you're here is because in the city above, there's been an abundance of slime. When people are turning on their faucets anywhere in the world, just this thick kind of viscous ooze is pouring out. All of the water in Central City, all of the reservoirs have just been turned into this strange oozy sludge. And that's not all. From within it, wherever that water appears, there's just sort of a deep pulsing that can be heard all throughout the kingdom, all throughout Central City. You hear it now as you walk through these sewers. On this journey, you've battled many different slimes, sort of smaller ones. You can tell that this isn't the big thing that you're down here to find. Anything that can produce this much slime has to be a lot larger. But you've been, without too much difficulty, brushing aside various, slimes and oozes that have appeared in your path. All of them also kind of pulsating with the same beat that you can hear coming from the ooze around you. Before you, as you've reached now the crux of the sewer, the central hub, you're walking on a grate of sorts. You can see beneath you ooze and sewer kind of sludge moves and kind of slides around beneath your feet. And within it is fairly dark as you're moving into a large chamber. You imagine this is where your battle will commence. What do you all do?
Push Othgarurt for it.
Okay, first I'll have Molly keep her eyes and ears out for me, so in case it sees something that I'm not able to myself.
Okay. Yeah, you are looking around the sewer now. Go ahead and make a perception. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Meanwhile, as we're walking, Lil Booper is taking his claves and just going along with the beat.
Playing along with the beat, yes, it's been pretty consistent. The longer you've been down here, the more you've started to and spend time here, it just almost starts to just feel part of the background. You're just like thinking in beat almost. It's strange. And the claves, without even realizing it, you're just tapping them together. But anyone else have anything that they wish to do to prepare or kind of get an idea of the lay of the land here before you enter into this chamber?
Elysia will tie her cloak up around her face a little bit and presto it for some super nondescript clean linens and...
Okay. Just that basic, the actual scent clean linen, I imagine.
Of course.
Very good. Yes, it's pleasant. It doesn't block out all of the smell, and that being said, it's not quite as... It doesn't feel as just disgusting down here. The smell is acrid, but it's different. Like, there's something off here in the sewers.
Smells like home.
That may be the case. Othgarurt, is there anything that you do to finally prepare yourself before you enter?
Well, I have not quite wanting to embrace the scent of sewer again, but there is something off about this air?
Yes, it does not smell just like, the muck and grime of a sewer. It smells this sort of sickly, sweet, acrid smell. You've kind of noticed that all of the sewage sludge here, it's not even sewage sludge. It just seems to be this kind of jiggling ooze beneath your feet. Like I said, the floor is grated in places. And so you're walking above just kind of this almost ocean of ooze.
Very disturbing.
All right. In that case,
Well, Lil Booper's gonna cast out a minor illusion out in the center.
You cast a minor illusion out in the center, and you watch as from kind of beneath it, moving up through the grate, you see just kind of this thin kind of blob of ooze reach up and just kind of wrap around it, and then just kind of pull down. The minor illusion obviously still there as it realizes it cannot really react to it.
Well, at least we know where it is.
Do you enter?
Yes,
Well, we must.
I'll take the lead since I'm on a pretty agile, sticky puppy.
What time is it?
It is about midday evening, but it is, dark down the sewer.
Okay, guys, this might take a while. It might take till night, so everybody get ready. We're gonna fight.
Excellent. And as you say that, and you're kind of all stepping into the chamber, you hear all of a sudden that beat that you've just been listening to completely stops. The chamber that you're in, do any of you have dark vision?
Yes.
No.
Those of you who don't, it's completely dark in this chamber for the moment. But
The beat may have stopped, but Lil Booper is still.
And then, as the beat stops, you start to hear a different sound. You start to hear clangings and small kind of rappings on various pipes, which interweave in the top of this sewer, as they start to form together an even more intricate beat. And you start to see, out of these pipes, a few of them kind of snap and break, steam hisses, creating, additional sounds kind of in this space. And you watch as this glowing ooze starts to drip in kind of rhythmic patterns down from below, creating this really complex, this very complex sort of rhythmic melody of sorts. And that ooze also seems too light, creating, flashes and strange kind of patterns and reflections around the inside of the sewer, around this grate, as you begin to hear this. And that ooze from the space at the center of the room where you saw it rise up before, you see more of the ooze kind of spread upwards into this space, and it seems to form something akin to a face. And the mouth opens up, and you see kind of two kind of eyes holes kind of open on the front of it, and a great big mouth kind of comes and it speaks and begins to acknowledge you. It says, "Please take a moment and sit right there as I welcome you one and all to my lair. And if you didn't know, I'll tell you that I'm the master of glue, the only one in rhyme slime." And he just looks out to you.
Lil Booper gives Othgarurt his tambourine, and he gives Elysia his triangle, and he gives he gives Anadoltia his claves. He's like, "Okay, guys, hit this."
Do you guys accept?
I have a pan flute of bones.
That
You want
works.
me on tambourine?
That works fine. I'll take the tambourine. No, I'll take the triangle. Elysia, you can have a tambourine.
And as you guys are kind of standing there exchanging instruments, it starts to kind of move towards you, kind of slowly, kind of just slurping over the ground. And he looks to you.
Lil Booper's like, I hope you're ready to face our group. It's our posse and DJ Boop.
And the Rhyme Slime responds, "It's great to meet you. Let me shake your hand. It's so nice to meet one of my many fans. And since you're certainly impressed, I'll do you one more and let you get absorbed right into my form." And he holds out the hand to you.
I would rather not get eaten. Does anyone want to get eaten?
Well, we don't want to get eaten and that such, so that's another hand I'm not gonna touch.
You think we're here to get eaten, but the only reason we came is because you're about to be beaten.
He kind of like looks back at you. He kind of looks back at you, and this mouth kind of turns downwards into a frown, and he looks at you. "Wait just a moment, you've got to be kidding. I'm something in the sewer that you won't be reading. I think you're in a conflict that we can't resolve. I'll put you all in my body where you'll slowly dissolve." And he's getting ready to move in. I would like you all to roll for initiative.
Would I need to roll for initiative for my Molly?
I will say that just for simplicity, you two will go on the same initiative.
Oh, very well. I'll just use hers then.
Yes, very well. And waiting on...
Oh, okay, so rolling it from the puppy sheet did not work.
We'll just roll it from your sheet anyway. Okay. And the Rhyme Slime can kind of continues to speak you as you see more of these kind of tentacles of ooze slurp up out of the sewer grate below, and he speaks at you. "I may be slow, but I've got big dreams. My initiative will tear your group apart at the seams. My body stretches everywhere, so you'll be cursed. When you find the Rhyme Slime, always attacks first." And the pseudopods just jump up from the ground as the Rhyme Slime acts first in initiative as one of his abilities. And he's going to make attacks against you, Othgarurt, and another against you, Elysia. I rolled that to GM though, so make it public. That's a 10 against you, Othgarurt.
I am very confused, but that does not hurt.
All right, and that's a 15 against you, Elysia.
But it's...
For 8 points of acid damage. You feel the pseudopod kind of whip up, and you feel the outsides of your skin begin to burn as the Rhyme Slime hits you with this particular attack. And that is all for his turn. The first to act in this order is Anadoltia.
Okay, before we begin, what is the environment like? Like, is there any other ways to move around?
You can see you're in kind of like a circular space. There isn't a lot of cover, and you're on this grate where the ooze is kind of underneath it, coming up and down from beneath it. However, you can see there's also lots of pipes hanging from the ceiling, so if you could get up to onto those, you'd have a little bit more maneuverability, but that might be a little bit tricky.
Okay, so how far is the closest circular wall to me?
The closest wall to you is about 15 feet, I'll say.
Okay, then I'll have Molly, since I'm on her back, dash towards that wall and up that wall and probably to the nearest pipe.
All right, I'm going to need you to make an athletics check.
She has a sticky spider to climb.
Oh, man, I forgot. Perfect. Yeah, so you just run up the wall and begin kind of climbing up within the pipes.
Is it possible for me to make an action now?
Yeah, you still have an action, I'll say.
Alright, in that case, while I'm up here, I will begin the attack with Ray of Frost.
Alright, go ahead and make an attack roll. Yeah, 15 definitely hits. For 7 points of cold damage. All right, so you extend your hand, and this ray of frost flies down into the kind of ooze beneath, striking at this creature's kind of large form. Well, he doesn't seem centralized on that point because a lot of him is kind of just in the sewer and beneath the space. You watch as part of him kind of freezes over, but then he looks at you and says, "Ha ha ha! Technically hit, but when you hear this, I know you'll throw a fit because this great big pile of slime is resistant to attacks unaccompanied by rhyme." As he takes half damage from that, so he takes only 3 cold damage because there was no rhyme accompanying it.
Sorry.
And is there anything else on your turn, Anadoltia?
I hope I have a bonus action to accompany that.
Yeah. What is it?
Yes, for my bonus action, I want to cast Hex upon the rhyme slime.
All right, absolutely. You do so. What save do you want them to have?
I want to have it reduce dexterity.
All right. Yes.
And,
it is not very good at that to begin with.
As I do that, I'm going to speak for myself. You say I can't hit, but that can't be true because what happens when I put a curse on you?
And as you say that, you watch as the kind of cold spot around his face where you first hit him kind of spreads, and he just goes. You just hear kind of like a goopy noise that he makes. And I think that's the end of your turn?
Yes.
Nicely done. That is going to bring us to... that is Lil Booper. What do you wish to do?
Booper's gonna be like, you know what? You're gonna be beat by the hair because these rhymes I don't even need to prepare.
Oh no! He's going to make a wisdom saving throw, which he absolutely fails and takes 12 points of psychic damage. And yeah, he seems pretty scared. And his body kind of pulls back and runs over runs kind of away from you on the grate. He's like so full in the space, it's a little bit hard for him to move. But so next turn, the idea is he uses his turn to run away from you frightenedly, right? Or does he do that, or uses his reaction to do that?
Sorry. Reaction.
Okay. Yeah, you watch as the ooze in the room, kind of underneath the grate, you can see him kind of pulling, and the area that you're in now is kind of freed from the ooze, and he's kind of just pushed back up against the wall where he's kind of collected now.
I remember his speed is reduced by 10 feet.
So yeah, he's only got like so far, he didn't have that much room to run anyway. But in that case, that is going to bring us to Othgarurt. What do you wish to do? Oh, wait, no. It was Elysia next. Elysia,
Well,
what do you wish to
first, no Booper's
wait.
go. You know what, Othgarurt? You can't sit around. Or, wait, no. Othgarurt, you're not allowed to sit. Get in there and make sure you don't get hit.
You now have a bardic inspiration.
I will definitely need it.
Elysia, what do you wish to do?
Elysia is going to cast Mirror Image on herself as she says, "And now with this you'll face our light. We're back in DJ Boop. We'll win this fight."
You watch as around you, 3 kind of illusory Elysias appear. They kind of move in kind of confusing patterns as you walk, making it unclear which of us is the real you. Is there anything else on your turn, Elysia?
In synchronization, the 4 Elysias are going to put up their right hand. "Monty, come out and fight! You know that you're always my blinding light. You have to mean more things that rhyme with it."
That is absolutely fine as Monty kind of slithers up and around, getting ready to be used for your spellcasting implement. Is that all for your turn?
I will scoot behind Othgarurt.
All right. I imagine Othgarurt's about to scoot forward as it passes to your turn, Othgarurt.
I am still trying to figure out why The slime is rhyming. Why are we being musical? What is going on? I will approach the retreating slime.
Indeed.
But I am just too confused to get angry right now.
All right. What do you do?
I will attempt to slash at it with my halberd.
All right. Go ahead and make me an attack roll. 11 hits for sure. This thing seems very easy to hit. For 6 points of damage. All right. It kind of cuts into the ooze, but doesn't hit as hard as you thought it was going to.
Hey, Othgarurt, I don't want to be bossy, but you need to rhyme if you're going to be part of DJ Boop's posse.
Anything else on your turn, Othgarurt?
Well, I'm not very good at rhyming, I don't think, but... what words rhyme?
That's excellent. Othgarurt looks back at you, kind of holding the glaive, ooze dripping off of it, or the halberd, ooze dripping off it. Just what words rhyme? Anything else on your turn?
I do not think so.
Very well. That is going to bring us to the top of the initiative, in which the rhyme slime is going to go, who is no longer afeared, having taken that recent psychic hit, kind of settles back down in kind of the center of the room, but the big mass of it still at the back with Othgarurt. And you watch as from the center of it, it starts to kind of bubble, and he speaks up again. This rhymer's got 100 different flavors of slime, acid, cold, fire, even lemon and lime, but I assure you that there will be nothing to do when you're stuck to the floor, all covered in glue. I'd like you all to make me strength saving throws, except for Anadoltia, who's very high up in the pipes. Oof. Elysia and Othgarurt, actually, who I wouldn't have thought as the one to get stuck. You watch as this kind of part in the center of the room bubbles up. There's just a huge kind of blasts of ooze, but it has kind of like a tint of white to it, it would seem, as it kind of strikes on you. As you begin to move afterwards, you find your feet now stuck to the ground.
I have a question.
Yes, absolutely.
Is it too late to utilize that bardic inspiration?
Absolutely not.
That is a D6.
With a 14, you will actually succeed. Nice. So, just as you're about to kind of get stuck down, you rip your feet up, thinking of that excellent rhyme that Lil Booper busted out earlier. However, it looks like actually, Elysia, you're the only one that is currently restrained, as you've been kind of glued to the ground.
Wait, could Elysia use one of her duplicates?
Unfortunately, not for this particular effect. That only applies to attack rolls. That, I think, is going to bring us to Lil Booper. Oh, wait, no, it was Anadoltia first, correct?
Yes.
Yes, Anadoltia, what do you wish to do?
Well, since I'm still up in my little perch here, I believe I'm going to start it off with, I'm going to hit with another Eldritch Blast. And
alright, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Oh yeah, and what I'll do is going to be a rhyme. Just 1 second.
20 is definitely going to hit.
You're going, my friends. That's not very nice. I wonder what you'll think of some warlock spice.
And as you do, the rhyme song kind of looks up at you confused, and then the Eldritch Blast connects, and there's a big explosion of ooze that flies off. Anything else on your turn? Oh, and the extra hex damage, don't forget.
Yes, 1 moment.
For 9 points of force damage, as a whole bunch of ooze kind of scatters and explodes. It still looks big.
Plus necrotic, I think it is.
Oh yes, I guess that makes no difference mechanically, but yeah, in this case, Yeah, ooze splatter is all about. Does not seem to like it. Anything else on your turn?
Well, I don't think I could do anything else. I'm hexing that thing, so I'm done.
All right, that's going to bring us to Lil Booper.
No, Booper's gonna be like, Othgarurt, you need to tell him he's trash. I got what to do with this hurricane slash. You jump forward and hurricane slash.
All right, you boop him with your feet. Go ahead and roll.
No, sorry, that was the wrong attack.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It was supposed to be a hurricane slash.
17 definitely hits. For 11 points of piercing damage. The rhyme as you hurricane slash about with the rapier. Big chunks of slime kind of get like cut off in sections and fall onto the grate. He does not seem to like that one. Anything else on your turn, Lil Booper? Another inspiration or?
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
What's it gonna be?
Huh?
Oh, that's all you're gonna do. I thought you said guess what I'm going to do.
No, that's all I'm gonna do. All I can tell you is slime smells like poo.
Fair enough. That's going to bring us in that case to Elysia. What do you wish to do?
Rhyme slime, get ready to glitter and gleam. You're about to face against my holy beam. And I will do a second level guiding bolt.
All right. 22 is defo gonna hit. Go ahead and roll damage on that. For a grand total of 15 points of radiant damage. The beam smacks into the rhyme slime and his whole kind of form, and now the cave is absolutely brilliant with light as you realize that the rhyme slime is like everywhere in this place. All the little drips of slime coming out of the pipes, all of the ooze beneath the sewer grate, all of it seeming to be part of the rhyme slime's form in some manner or another. Anything else on your turn, Elysia?
That will do it.
Nice hit. That is going to bring us then to Othgarurt. What do you wish to do?
I will raise my halberd up high and attempt to threaten the slime before I take a slash at him.
All right. You pull the halberd high above your head. In what way do you threaten this individual?
In rhyme, hopefully.
Yeah, if you want to, if you don't want to rhyme and you don't want to do that, also, you can like roll a performance check to rhyme successfully, if that's something that you would rather do.
I shall assure you should be in fear. For when I am done, you will not be here.
Hey! As you swing the rhyme slime back, he's kind of just like, he seems like he's almost written you off, and then as you drop this rhyme, you just, and the halberd swings down. Go ahead and make me an attack roll. 11 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage on that. Woo! 10 points of slashing damage. Another huge chunk of this rhyme slime gets slopped off. Anything else on your turn?
I am still building up the rage within.
Very well.
Very strange day.
And at this point,
I can tell you that now I'm really proud. I can imagine some cheers from a crowd.
And the rhyme slime kind of looks at the two of you and just goes, as the beat kind of comes around, he waits a moment. You think you've got only one move? Then you're incorrect. The next one you won't stop or protect. Soon you'll be moving around as if you were a liar, because that bars I spit will set your pants on fire. And a big kind of pile of slime that's kind of burning with this like kind of reddish color all of a sudden expunges from his mouth. I need both of you to make dexterity saving throws. I think you have advantage on this, Othgarurt. Which unfortunately will do nothing for you here. And Lil Booper? Oh, you already rolled it. So you will take half damage from this as 15 points of fire damage as this ooze kind of spits fire out of his mouth towards the group of you. And that's going to be all for the ooze's turn. And he's also going to roll to recharge. She does not. That is going to, in that case, bring us to the top of the initiative, which is going to be Anadoltia.
Alright, so... Give me a moment. Yeah, okay. I'll look down at it and says, no, this stuff you just shot is pretty hot, but I wonder what happens if you get something caught. And right then I'll use Shatter.
It's going to make a Constitution saving throw, yes?
Yes.
It is pretty good at those, but it crit fails, so... 11 points of thunder damage. Yeah, it just gets... you hear it for a brief moment, it kind of almost interrupts the music as the thunder damage kind of resonates against the ambient bass, just kind of that's pumping through the room, and there's some strange oscillations, and the rhyme slime really does not seem to like that as he's kind of shaking and jiggling in place. Anything else on your turn?
That'll be all.
Alright. That's going to then bring us to Elysia. Or no, Lil Booper. What do you want to do?
Lil Booper with his... After getting burned a little, he's gonna... Wait, where's that? He's gonna make his ears grow super long and his eyes grow super big and fill with tears and look at Othgarurt and say, he scorched my shirt. Please, don't let me get hurt.
Alright, so... What exactly happens? So... Othgarurt gains 5 temporary hit points?
Yes, it's Othgarurt. I guess Othgarurt, everyone except me gets 5 temporary hit points.
Alright, you are all emboldened by the Mantle of Inspiration.
And
from
Othgarurt sees Lil Booper crying because he's hurt.
Othgarurt, you see your friend, tears welling up in his eyes, burns marking the front of his body, both psychological and physical. That's going to bring us to...
Wait, no, that was a bonus action.
Oh wait, that's just a bonus action? That's very good.
Yeah.
Glamour Bard's best boys.
And he's gonna turn towards the sun and be like, now, what I need to do is clear. I need to look at you and fill you with fear.
Alright, he's gonna make another wisdom saving throw, which, oh man, he's having a rough time on these rolls, as once again, he's already kind of backed up in the corner, so he can go no farther, but he does take that huge chunk of psychic damage, as, yeah, he's starting to get a little bit...
Lil Booper's gonna run away.
Alright, yeah, he's unable to use his reaction to attack, because he used his reaction to run, and I think that will now be the end of your turn as we move back to Elysia. What do you want to do, Elysia?
I can safely assume it's going to take a full action to unglue myself, right?
Yes.
Just I forgot to use the 1d6 from Hex.
Are you certain that it applies to Shatter? I don't know if it goes in... Is it any time you deal damage, or when you deal damage with an attack?
I think it's any time you deal damage with attack, but I'll double check.
Yeah, check that out again. And we'll get it on the next one. So, Elysia, what do you wish to do?
You know what? I'm probably stuck until someone peels me off here, so Elysia is just going to kind of hold out Monty forward, and she's just going to close her eyes and slowly start to just unleash a constant yell as you see radiant energy beginning to coalesce around her, and suddenly her hair turns from a pale silver to a brilliant blue, and some fine ethereal wings sprout out from behind her.
Your grand ethereal wings appear. Is there anything else on your turn?
That will do it.
My God, here comes the storm as Elysia goes Super Saiyan form.
That is going to, I think, now bring us to Othgarurt. What do you wish to do?
I won't deny your flames burn my hide. but that's nothing compared to the fire inside. I am ready to rage.
All right, you enter into a rage. A regular rage or a frenzied rage?
A frenzied rage.
All right. So you use your bonus action to do so. Go ahead and make me, I assume, an attack roll. That's a very good one. All right. And go ahead and roll damage because you know that hits. For 9 points of damage, you cut across another huge. You cut across kind of the front of this thing. Another big chunk of ooze sloughs off, and he's starting to, he's starting to have a little bit more trouble as you're hitting him more and more, kind of recorporating his form. Although, nothing it seems to be too extreme yet. Anything else on your turn? Because that's action and bonus action.
He has a second attack for crazy.
I do not think so.
Well, it's a bonus action to do that attack, and he has to use the bonus action rage. Yeah. All right. In that case, it's going to be the Rhyme Slime's turn. What's he gonna do? He kind of looks around the rooms and he calls out, "My beats are great. That can't be denied. And if think another way, then you will be defied. So try and block your ears, as it may be the case that you'll lose them when I go ahead and drop the bass." And you hear this huge rumble appear in the room around you. I need all of you to make me a DC 13 Constitution saving throw as this thunder damage shakes and shatters the room.
I will be favored by the gods for this.
Okay. As this happens, Lil Booper.
Am I within 30 feet?
He is filling up this entire room, so everywhere is within 30 feet of him.
Okay.
So, in this instance, those of you who succeeded, which would be Othgarurt, and, well, actually Lil Booper, he looks at you and he goes, "Open those dumb floppy ears and just listen to me. I hope you choke on a carrot, you annoying bunny. This Rhyme Slime's gonna have the real last boop. You're unconscious in the sewer, all covered in goop." And he's going to cutting words you on your saving throw for 1d10, reducing your save by 9. So 3 of you fail, and you all take 3d6 points of thunder damage and are stunned on your next round. As it passes now to... so 10 points of thunder damage and you're stunned. Oof, that's going to be a rough one. As it passes to the top of the initiative, which would be Anadoltia, but you are stunned for the round. You come out of it at the end of your turn, but for that round you are out of commission.
Wait, I do have a question. Do I have to roll a saving throw for my Mastiff as well?
Well, your Mastiff, I will say, you probably should. Yep.
Alright, one moment.
Because if it takes half damage, it's a big deal, actually. I forgot about that.
Alright, I had to check his thing, so it's gonna be 1d20 plus 1.
Alright, roll it up.
Sticky puppies.
Sticky Puppy also takes 10 points of thunder damage and is stunned. How much health does the puppy have?
Currently, well, 1 second. According to the Mastiff thing, I think it's supposed to be something,
We'll figure that out and we'll get back to it when it gets back around to your turn. It would be Lil Booper, but you are also stunned, Lil Booper, as is Elysia, which means the only one who is not...
Elysia is not stunned.
Found out,
Oh wait, yes, used your favor of the gods. I forgot.
Just found out, Molly is down.
Okay, yep. So your Sticky Puppy unfortunately has fallen, and now you're kind of up on these pipes, and you're realizing that they're very slippery and a little bit hard to kind of stand on without the spider climb of your Sticky Puppy. So you may have to make a dex save at the beginning of your next turn. So sorry about that. Elysia, it is your turn. What do you wish to do?
Ha! You think you can catch me in your thunderous cage? Salune now feels my rage. This isn't even my final form. Come now, these rhymes you're tossing is just you underperform. And I will guiding bolt him.
All right. I'll go ahead and make an attack roll. 7. Oh. Just as you guiding bolt him, and it just kind of ricochets off into the distance. As a first level guiding bolt, I assume.
Yes.
He goes, I see you wear a symbol of Salune. That's cool. If you want to show the world you're an ignorant fool, the moon doesn't reach down here. You don't stand a chance. Just go home and run and cry to your daddy, Lance. And he's going to mock you in response to this miss for 6 points of psychic damage. Anything else on your turn, Elysia?
That'll do it.
That's going to bring us then to Othgarurt, who is also not stunned. What do you wish to do, Othgarurt?
Though I am very angry, I am concerned for those who I am trying to protect. So I will look back and check on the condition of them.
Of your allies.
Yes.
Everyone still appears to be standing, although I think a lot of everyone's also kind of hurting a bit, if I'm not mistaken.
Lil Booper right now is wearing a big frown. He's almost ready to go down.
Can I see the syrup puppy?
The syrup puppy you can see, but it is very high up above you. It used its sticky climbing to climb up into the pipes that are up on like the ceiling area. What tough to get to.
What kind of action would it take to toss a potion up to...
I will say that if you want to just throw a potion to one of your allies, tossing the potion, I'll say, can take the place of one of your attacks.
Okay. Then I shall throw a potion of healing up to Anadoltia.
Yeah, you watch as Othgarurt just kind of turns and like flexes his muscles and just rockets a potion of healing at Anadoltia. It comes in hot. It's a little bit tough to catch. You probably have to bobble it a few times, but you now have a potion of healing in your grip. And also Othgarurt, I assume you also want to make an attack roll?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and do that.
I'm tired of your rhymes and your singing, you clown. Ready yourself for me to smite you down.
Go ahead and roll damage. Oh man, he's starting to get pretty beat up. It's 14 more points of slashing damage as you cut across. You kind of just basically cut a clean swath through the entire kind of body that's sticking out of the from under the grate, and like he just basically falls down like a chunk, as he's just not as tall as he was a second ago. And anything else on your turn?
I think that will be all.
Okay. In that case, what is he going to... Oh, I think it's... Yeah, I know what he's going to do. This has been getting pretty tough. I'm really starting to hurt. I think it's time for the slime to blurt out that you will soon be feeling a little delirious. It's time for the slime to go and finally get real serious. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, Othgarurt. And the rhyme slime says to you, I'm sorry, friend. You know it really pains me to see that you've got scales for brains, and don't worry about your weapon when this fight is through. May take a while, but bone dissolves too. And he's gonna roll a d10, reducing your save by 9, which is not going to be enough in this case. As the rhyme slime's body quickly sinks beneath the grate and then pops back up, surrounding you. You are now inside of the ooze's form. You can all see Othgarurt stuck kind of within there, floating. The rhyme slime looks like he's starting to get pretty beat up. He's not as big as he was when he first kind of started the battle, but you're in a dangerous place, Othgarurt. As you kind of enter into this spot, you just suffer naturally 9 points of acid damage. and that's going to bring us.
Gurgle.
Yeah, that spot. And that's going to bring us to Anadoltia. You are no longer stunned. What do you wish to do?
First and foremost, before I actually fall off, I should say, I'm going to feed.
Well, actually, that does remind me. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw at the start of your turn. It's not a high DC. No, you're actually fine. It's DC 5. But it's not trivial to stand on those pipes, but, you know, you're able to do it. And you're going to feed a healing potion to your dog?
Yes, and it's going. What is the roll for that?
2d4 plus 2. Nicely done.
Okay, so it's back to full health.
All right, yeah. Kind of hops up. Seems happy, cheerful. And once again, you are able to rest upon your sticky puppy and ignore any of these effects of the pipes. Anything else on your turn? You have a bonus action still.
Well, bonus action wise, well, you said Othgarurt is within the slime.
Yes.
Wish I actually had a bonus action to use, but I'm pretty sure what happened knocked out the hex, so. Yeah, I don't have anything else to do, so I'm done.
Okay. In that case, that's going to bring us to Elysia. Oh no, Booper. Lil Booper. You want to do? I keep getting confused on that one. You have the same one.
No, Booper's gonna be like, I may be a bunny, but this time you're the prey, cause you're gonna be hunted by this DJ.
Oh, damn. What you do?
You gonna do that? Oh, god dang it.
Rhyme Slime's gonna make another wisdom throw. He's been doing bad at this, and he continues to go. That's gonna be another 12 points of psychic damage. The Rhyme Slime's body is like jiggling and wiggling about. He's starting to seem to be losing control over his form to some degree. And he uses his reaction to run away, and he only gets like a few feet because he seems slowed both by having Othgarurt inside of his form and also, well, actually he's not slowed by that ray of frost anymore, but he doesn't make it quite all the way back to the other side of the room.
And then the Lil Booper's gonna be like, okay, right, make sure you don't have any doubt, because you know what, I'm sure you'll get out.
As you are inspired, Othgarurt, by Lil Booper's encouraging words, as I think we now pass to Elysia.
Othgarurt, you're too quick to be fallen, but we of DJ Boop's posse are always ballin'! And I will distance spell a cure wounds to Othgarurt. And why do I always do that?
Ooh! You do so much holy magic, I always forget that at the end of the day, you are a sorcerer. Radical.
That should be a 6, not a 3. It's not adding my charisma.
Okay. Alright, you gain 6 points of healing, Othgarurt, as you're kind of dissolving inside of this ooze's form. As it passes to your turn, what do you want to do?
I can't make any rhyme retorts, but if he thinks he's going to eat me, let's see who's really at the top of the food chain.
Ooh. Oh man. That, you had disadvantage on the attack because you're restrained, but it still hits for sure. Roll damage. 5 points of damage, and you gain 3 temporary hit points. You're going to make a bonus action attack as well?
Yes.
Alright. Again, disadvantage.
Actually, I think I'll make this one recklessly, since he's already going to have advantage of me anyways.
Yeah, okay. Alright. That's pretty radical. Alright, so 13 Total was 13. All right, cool. Yeah, you bite into him, and as you're kind of biting him, you can feel like the toxic nature of what you're eating, and it like is burning the inside of your mouth, but you don't care as you're just trying to tear him apart from the inside. And at the start of the ooze's turn, you just automatically, for being inside of him, take another 10 points of acid damage. And he's also going to make. What's he going to do? He's just going to attack, I think, with his regular, or he's going to see if he recharges. He does not, and so he's going to go, everyone knows I'm always on the attack, so stand there and don't you dare talk back, because I'm the original rhyming god, and I'll show you as I hit you with my pseudopod. And he's going to make an attack against you. It's going to be one against Elysia and one against Lil Booper. Elysia, that's an 11.
That is just barely a miss.
And Lil Booper, that's a 19.
Yeah, Lil Booper's unconscious.
Lil Booper falls as one who has been an emotional backbone here in this rhyming challenge. You see he is striked with a pseudopod and falls down unconscious as the rhyme slime hits him with the pseudopod. That is going to be all for the Rhyme Slime's turn. That's going to bring us to the top of the initiative, which is Anadoltia. One of your allies has fallen. Othgarurt is trapped inside the Rhyme Slime's form. It is getting to be a difficult battle.
Yeah, Anadoltia is very angry, so she looks at the Rhyme Slime. Got one friend inside, and you took one down. I'm very angry, and you don't want to see me like that right now. And she is going to use Shield Touch on it.
All right, go ahead and make me an attack roll. 24. Nothing you can do about that. All right, another 3 points of necrotic damage plus the hex.
No, I believe the hex. Well, I might have to use the concentration roll to figure it out because that's a concentration thing.
Oh, did you lost concentration before? Oh, I passed over it without making you do it, so we'll say you still have it. Not gonna have it. I already gave it to you, so don't worry about it. You still have the concentration on the hex, so go ahead and roll the extra damage. That's my mistake for not having you do it. Oops. Stopped. And after that, that's going to be Elysia's turn, or it's Little Booper's turn. I need you to make a death saving.
It's not one roll.
Here, let me just slash roll 1d6. That's very strange. It looks like you typed it right. Yeah, we'll just go with the 4. I don't know what was happening there. You have 1 success, Lil Booper. Elysia, what do you wish to do?
DJ Boop, it's your second wind. Rise up now and show him your rhyming rend. As I will once again distance spell that cure wounds on him.
All right. Lil Booper, you feel air and life return to your lungs as you are healed for another 7 points, and you are.
That may have been quite a smack, but you should know DJ Boop will always be back.
That's going to bring us to Othgarurt. You are still being dissolved inside of this ooze, but you're fighting back. What do you want to do?
I would like to try and get out now.
All right, go ahead and make me a strength check. You have advantage because you're raging.
Excellent. Wait, check or save, or does it?
Or athletics check. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, totally fine. You just rip and kind of cast your arms to the side and jump out of the Rhyme Slime's form on her standing next to him. That's your action. You still have a bonus action.
Okay. I cannot drink a potion, then, can I?
You can drink a potion as a bonus action.
Okay, then I shall do so.
All right. All right. You are healed for 15 points. Oh, wow, greater. I didn't know you had a greater. That's a huge deal here. As you chug back this healing potion, anything else Anything else on your turn?
Well, unfortunately,
Oh, yes.
I can't do much else.
All right. That's, I think, it for you. In that case, it's going to go back to the rhyme slime, and what he's going to do, since he has not recharged, he is going to actually just use a pseudopod again. This time on Elysia and Othgarurt. Actually, no, he's going to try and absorb you again, Othgarurt. Go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw. Ooh. That is not quite going to do it, unfortunately.
Self-inspiration.
Oh, yes. Good idea.
And that is going to do it, as he kind of jumps up to me and he goes, say the rhymes under good weather, all these haters, the slime ignores them. You know he says, see ya later, because whenever I'm getting held down through the mob, I slip through their fingers like an amorphous blob, and kind of shuffles up and goes to try and surround you, and you, this time, are able to duck out of the way in time. Anything else on your turn? Or that's his turn. I'm sorry, I'm just confused, as I was getting used to my new beat. That's going to bring us then to the top of the round, which is going to be Anadoltia.
Okay, Anadoltia sees him trying to swallow like friends again, so Anadoltia will dismount from Molly and have Molly go down so it could touch Lil Booper, and so I could cast, what's that word, resistance upon Lil Booper.
All right, Lil Booper, you have gained the resistance of your ally.
And I'm up here on the thing until Molly gets back.
All right. In that case, that's going to bring us to Lil Booper. What do you want to do?
See, my posse here has my back. What you have, you just got Jack. And he's gonna continue with his dissonant whispers.
As you continue to dissonant whispers, oh my god, he cannot save for the life of him. And the psychic damage is slowly tearing the rhyme slime apart as his will to rap battle is being sapped away by your inferior or your superior beats. Anything else on your turn?
How's everyone looking?
Everyone is looking in various stages of beat up. No one is in perfect shape.
But how is everyone looking? Come on, guys, answer me. How you guys doing?
Like a 4 out of 10.
I'm okay. I mean, I'm still above 15.
Roar.
I'm pretty sure Molly down there is at max at the moment.
What was that, Elysia?
Elysia could look better. She's glowing, so who knows what's up with that.
Well, you're the one healing us, so... You know what, Elysia? Just give me a sec. But let me tell you, there's no sleeping yet. One now, one.
Do you have no charisma?
Oh, you have charisma?
Yeah, you should plus one, plus equals your charisma to that.
It's plus 3, 4 health.
Okay. I've been blown away if Lil Booper had no charisma. Anything else, Lil Booper?
That was bonus action.
All right, that's gonna bring us to Elysia. What do you want to do?
Your situation's looking rather dire. Now you'll have to face my sacred fire. As she will unleash a firebolt.
Firebolt. All right. He's actually going to use a reaction. Say my rank. Wait. Shit. He doesn't say that. Oh no! I've made a mistake. He just gets hit. He loses it for my own incompetence as a rapper. He cannot use his ability. As you strike him with your sacred fire. for 11 points of damage. That absolutely hits.
Now you see you're doomed to fail. I guess I won't be seeing you as you go tumbling to hell.
He's starting to, he's looking like very near defeat as it passes to your turn, Othgarurt. What do you wish to do?
Do you get it yet? We're gonna rip and tear. All you can do is accept your despair. And I'm going to, since I can, attack twice.
All right, go for it.
And I'm going to attack recklessly.
All right, you do so. 21 and a 17. Actually, you know what? He's gonna take a stab at it. He goes, You think you can step to me? I'm the amorphous master, also king of the mic. I'm the prime time rhyme slot, you know that's right. My prose flows like my body all over the sewer, cause I'm that jiggly, wiggly, evil doer. And he's going to try and block you, which he needed a 10, he was so close. Go ahead and roll damage on both of those. For 7 plus an additional 5, 12 points. 12 points of damage as you swing at the rhyme slime. It is, unfortunately, oh man, it's not quite enough. And the rhyme slime is still up, although barely holding together a form. His words are starting to come out kind of strange and distorted, and a little bit off beat as he's going to roll to see if he recharges, which he does not. Oof. And he is going to then he's actually going to make 2 pseudopod attacks against you, Othgarurt, with advantage because you attacked recklessly. And he will say, the whole world will dance to the rhythm and blues when all the water's turned into my ooze. Then everyone will groove, jump up, and then slide, but mostly jiggle. It's me, you'll be inside. And he is going to make 2 attacks with advantage. So 21 and 22. So
both hit, yes.
A total of 18 points or 19 points of acid damage as the 2 pseudopods whack into you. You still up, Othgarurt?
Yes.
Oof, nice. That's all for the rhyme slime's turn.
So now it's me then?
Yep.
Alright, so while I'm up on perch at the top, I'll stand up and says, well, rhyme slime, it looks like you're about through, so do us a favor and just remain as goo. And I'll hit him with my Eldritch Blast.
Oh, he's definitely gonna use his reaction on that one. It's a low enough one. He goes, come on, you little thing. You can't step to the ooze with a weak electrolyte. You know you're certain to lose. I know you're made of plastic, but you'll still make a splash when I doll bound you up and throw you right in the trash. And he's going to reduce that by a d10, but that's definitely gonna make it miss. Or I guess if he rolls... Yeah, that's going to miss, unfortunately, as the Eldritch Blast is tossed to the side as you're stuck by the rhythm of his rapping beats. But the rhyme slime's getting kind of more and more drumbled up. That's going to bring us to... Lil Booper. What do you want to do?
You know what?
Before that, could Molly return to me now?
Oh, yes, you have Molly return to you. Absolutely.
Yeah, that'll be all.
All right.
You know what, Rhyme Slime? It's time to go kaput, cause you gonna get booped by DJ Boop's foot.
Go ahead and make an attack roll. He's already used his reaction, so yep, that hits. Damage. You strike into the rhyme slime. Would you care to describe your killing blow?
DJ Booper, he's actually standing over by Elysia. He's gonna jump up. He's gonna be like, everyone, come on, get the instruments out, let's go!
Do you guys, as you collectively, do you want to join in with Lil Booper and take out the respective instruments as the rhyme slime begins to go down?
I don't have an instrument, but I'll just, sing a song.
No, DJ Booper gave you his coffees earlier.
A what?
Clave? Regardless, Anadoltia forgets about the claves and sings. Othgarurt, do you take out your pipes?
Yes.
And as you all kind of join in, kind of playing in beat with Lil Booper's kick, it hits right on the downbeat, and the rhyme slime just kind of explodes, and you see him kind of and kind of slurps down into the sewer below, and you kind of slowly see the sewer water start to drain, and as he kind of fades away, you hear him just kind of slowly kind of, I'm sorry, it's over. You've beat me, I'm done. The rhyme slime's the worst and you're number one. But as I wash away, at least hear me say, the rhyme slime's gonna be back another day.
You know what? Stop. You have nothing to say. Because guess what? You'll never beat this posse and DJ.
And you drop the mic here at the end of this battle as you have defeated the rhyme slime, collectively, all of you. Congratulations on your victory. As the sewer slowly grows silent, you watch as the water beneath the slime slowly, as it kind of drains away, the rhyme slime taking it to whatever place he wants to go. You walk away into the distance, now safe. And the water begins to kind of run clear, actually, oddly enough, here in the sewer, as it seems that along with the rhyme slime's defeat, you've also cleaned out a lot of the sewer. So you have a brief moment, the smell improves significantly, and eventually you are able to make your way back to Bartholomew's shop, where you are now hailed throughout the city of Central City as heroes for saving the day. Congratulations, everyone, on completing your fabled boss battle.
Took a while, but we won. Yes, we're done. But you know what? That was kind of fun.
I'm certainly believe that Confectia is proud of me.
I have no doubt that is the case. As you eventually do return to Bartholomew's shop, the wizard greets you warmly as you return. Heroes, you have done absolutely splendid. I have received word from the mayor, Dorothy Parker of Central City, that the miscellaneous issues that they were having with the water have been stopped. I'm glad that that dastardly rhyme slime is no longer there to trouble the good people of Central City. And it is you that they have to thank for that.
Bartholomew, I'm disappointed in you. You should have made that rhyme.
I don't believe I have ever rhymed in my entire life.
I'll
Wait.
catch you one day.
Weren't we rhyming because of magic?
What? Oh, I don't rhyme magic. It seems a strange thing. I am uncertain.
I thought it was magic. Now I'm confused again.
Perhaps the rhymes were in you, Othgarurt, the whole time. But
There you go.
without further ado, would you care to line up for your Fabled Tier Awards ceremony? And you can see that there's actually quite a few other members of Bartholomew's adventuring crew standing also in the shop as they are all kind of, applauding and clapping at your return. And you know that Bartholomew broadcasts in the shop such monumentous events in the land of DnDTime for all to see those heroes who, engage within them. And you can hear now the sound of the assembled adventurers. The sound of the assembled adventurers clapping and kind of cheering within the shop for your success. And Bartholomew now speaks up. In your defeat of the rhyme slime, you have proven yourselves some of the most stalwart and, excellent rhymers in the land of DnDTime. And as such, it is my honor to bestow upon you now the rank of Fabled Tier Heroes. So, without further ado, as I imagine many of you are aware, upgrading to the Fabled Tier comes with 1, a pretty hefty bonus, and 2, your choice of a title to take throughout the lands of DnDTime. So, first, and he walks over to you, Lil Booper. Lil Booper. When you first came, I won't deny that I thought that this small rabbit folk singing and carrying claves was, not necessarily cut out for the adventuring life, but you have proven yourself to be both amiable and competent. Everywhere you go, you make a new friend and leave the faces of the people you help with a smile. Lil Booper, is an honor to be working with you.
I just like making friends.
Have you chosen your title, Little Booper?
Yes, my title is gonna be the... Yeah. Actually, can you give me a minute?
Yes, I most certainly can. And in that case, we can come back for you, Little Booper, when you are ready.
Yeah.
In that case, moves on next to you, Anadoltia, and steps down. Anadoltia Bluebeads, you have proven to the world that you are as sweet as you are deadly. The land of DnDTime is safer as a result of your action, and I have no doubt that Confectia has the utmost pride in your accomplishments, and, well, to be honest, if I'm telling you a secret, I know for a fact that she does, as, well, she told me that she thought you were ready for this assignment, that's why I sent you a bullet. So, Anadoltia, I'm proud to call you now a Fabled tier adventurer amongst our adventuring troop. Have you chosen your title?
Yes, as it has been given to me by Confectia through a message, but from this day forward, I would like to be known as Confectia's Porcelain Princess.
And so it shall be, Confectia's Porcelain Princess, and hands you the sack of Bartholomew bucks, a 400 Bartholomew bucks within, and moves on now to you, Elysia. Elysia, you were a promising candidate from the start, and knowing your father and the training I have no doubt that he has given you, I assumed that you would be an excellent adventurer, and you have exceeded my expectations. You've proven yourself to be competent beyond the abilities of your father, and in your own right. You stand alone as a hero here in the land of DnDTime, and I am honored that you have chosen to adventure with us. Elysia, have you chosen your Fabled tier title?
Yes, I will be Elysia Silverblood, the Moonborn.
Indeed. A more fitting title, I suppose, could not be chosen. Selune smiles upon you this day. And Bartholomew hands you the sack and just says, Elysia, the Moonborn. And next we have here Othgarurt Charirgix. Your arrival here in the land of DnDTime, we have seen many barbarians pass through time and again, those who have chosen to wield rage as a weapon. But you, sir, have been unique in the way that you have honed it. You use your rage to protect your friends. You use your rage to combat injustice in the land. You do not turn the tables without cause, and for that, I have the deepest of respect for you, Othgarurt, Charirgix. Have you chosen your title as a Fabled hero?
I have spent a fair bit of time thinking on this. I have done my best to wield my rage as a weapon, but I fear that if it becomes my namesake, then many may look upon me in worry or concern of what danger I might bring. So, to bring a flare of creation with me from my old life, I wish to be known as the Bone Knapper.
I'm sorry, can you say it one more time for me? I think you cut off a little bit on
The Bone Knapper.
Indeed. I'm going to just... The Bone Knapper. Indeed. Here's a fitting title. Again, you have proven your restraint and your skill. I frankly would like to hear about some of your crafting techniques sometime. The handmade touch, I can do it with magic, but I can't quite emulate the feel, well, your beautifully crafted weapon has. So, he presents you with the 400 Bartholomew bucks and says, and so it shall be, Othgarurt, the Bone Knapper. Congratulations on your promotion. And he kind of turns back to look towards you, Lil Booper, and just kind of raises a questioning eyebrow.
Yes, I'm right.
And walks over to you, Lil Booper, your title.
Well, I was originally gonna be Lil Booper, your brother of Lil Pooper, cause if it wasn't for Lil Pooper, I really wouldn't be here right now. And then it made me think of Lil Pooper, and I remembered, he's a real asshole.
I mean, he goes,
So instead, my title is Lil Booper. Booping boops for some young nose.
Wait, your title is Lil Booper? Lil
Booper. Boop.
Oh, Boop. Yes.
No. Not boop. Boop. You boop someone when you say it.
Oh, let me try. Lil Booper. Boop.
It's like... The world would be a lot better if people would stop fighting and just boop each other.
Hold on a second. And he goes, Lil Booper. And then he snaps his fingers and he prestidigitates the exact sound of you going, boop, back at you. Like that.
Yes, every time you boop someone, that way everyone's booping each other. It's great.
I would not be surprised if someday you booped the nose of every adventurer in the land of DnDTime. Lil Booper. Boop. And he hands you your 400 Bartholomew bucks. And with that, you are all now promoted to the Fabled tier. I look forward to seeing your continued deeds throughout the land of DnDTime. And the crowd kind of continues to cheer as you have a brief moment, and Bartholomew kind of snaps his fingers, and a bunch of confetti falls in the shop. And you have all been promoted to Fabled tier adventurers. Congratulations! And as such, you will now earn greater rewards. You will have more options within the shop, and the challenges you face shall be even deadlier.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to be around here much anymore. You see, my parents had another 8 kids, and I need help take care of them.
Oh, well, that's quite a litter. I understand if you're needed at home. Your personal life is always greater than, well, the needs of the adventurers. There's always adventurers around.
Yeah, I leave for like 2 months, and I have 8 kids. What the heck?
You know what they say about bunny folk. Well, in that case...
Bartholomew, I'm pretty sure that was racist.
I don't think it was. You know, they always say it. Like rabbits is a common expression.
So I don't think that makes it okay.
I'm sorry, I'm a very old man.
No, that one's ageist. Back to Bartholomew, you gotta just cut your losses here.
Yeah,
I know you're extremely tired, but...
Yes, that is true.